to go.
By the way, while we're talking about that, who do you have number one right now?
St. John's.
No. In your project, do you have a mock draft? Like,
I have
an early
AJ
one?
Dybantsa.
Is number one. Okay.
I'll just be completely honest with you. I saw Dybantsa like 3 summers ago.
Yeah.
After his freshman year of high school at Peach Jam, and it was just like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what they look like. Ooh, buddy. I mean, so easy to spot. You didn't have to know nothing. Just walk in the gym and go, he's different than
everybody.
He's different. There's a lot of good players. He's different. That's what they look like. I said at the time, this guy is going to be a number one pick in the draft. I don't know what drafts he's going to be in because he'll reclass and whatever, but whenever he's ready, he's the number one pick. And so I've stood by that, and he might be. But, buddy, the way they talk about Darryn Peterson, and I don't even mean the way Darryn Peterson talks about himself. I mean the way his coaches talk about him, the way everybody talks about him. It's like, this very much could be like an Odin Durant thing, like you don't know what to do.
Wow.
Because it's like, I can't imagine not taking that. That is ultimately the Odin Durant draft. You could not imagine not taking either one of them. Like, Kevin Durant just turned in one of the greatest seasons by a freshman in college basketball history. He's long, fluid, scores from all levels. There's nobody else in the world playing basketball like him. How do you pass on that? Because Greg Oden exists, and you can't pass on Greg Oden. That was the prevailing thought.
Yeah, I
as
remember,
amazing as Kevin Durant is, you cannot pass on Greg Oden.
And then injuries, obviously.
And then Greg's career was derailed by injuries. But this could end up feeling like that as it pertains to those 3 guys, Boozer, Dybantsa, Peterson. If you get into the top 3, once the lottery is set, you feel great. You're thrilled with whichever one drops to you. But particularly with Dybantsa and Peterson, I think it's going to be one where you go like, I don't know. I can't imagine passing on. Like, if I take Peterson, I'm thrilled, but I just passed on Dybantsa. He could lead the NBA in scoring at the age of 24. But then you take Dybantsa, it's like, I just passed on Darryn Peterson. Bill Self has coached a number one pick in Andrew Wiggins, an MVP in Joel Embiid, and will tell you on the record, on the camera, the best freshman, most talented, best equipped I've ever had is this one right here, Darryn Peterson. They talk about him like he's some combination of Derrick Rose and Kobe Bryant. They will tell you stories about shooting performances in the gym that are like, that can't be real. Because usually when we talk about prospects, like if you were talking about John Morant coming out of Murray State, who was the number 2 pick in the draft and the rookie of the year. So, like, obviously awesome, right? But you would say top shelf athlete, incredible downhill, but there would be like, areas of concern. And the first one would have been 3-point shooting, right? There's usually areas of concern. Or it could be with a different player, like great physical tools, can really shoot it, but doesn't always play hard. Or there's just always, with most prospects, there's always a but. Even with like top 10 picks, there's usually a but. Like even with Con Knipple, is like, can really shoot it, top 10 pick, but is he athletic enough to be a plus defender? There's always a but with these guys. What I'm trying to tell you is that with Darryn Peterson, you don't hear the but. It's like, so what kind of athlete is he? Elite. What kind of shooter is he? Elite. Can he get into the lane? Use ball screens to create opportunities for himself and others? Elite. All right, cool, but what about his practice habits? The best. All right, sure, but does he play hard? The hardest. Everything. Somebody's going to have to pass on one of them dudes. That's the kind of draft. It's not hyperbole. We are watching right now. If you follow college basketball last season, we got into a thing where you couldn't turn on a college basketball podcast or television without hearing this. The SEC is the greatest men's college basketball conference we've ever had. The SEC right now, this is shaping up to be the greatest men's college basketball conference we've ever had. And then it put like 14 teams in the tournament record. It is the greatest conference we've ever had in men's basketball. It was last season's SEC, and it was obvious it was going to be that early, and then we said it a million times. This is the new version. We are watching the greatest freshman class in college basketball history. We're watching it right now. And Cameron Boozer, he's a part of it. And he led his team to a 15-point victory after a tough first half last night in Charlotte.